try this. Okay. How does it look?
Oh, much better. It's insane. Yeah.
Okay, Disco is just having problems, I guess. So
Yeah.
already cool. Oh my god, this red screen. Whatever, we'll deal with it. All right. So cool. All right. So let's talk about this. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think?
I'm playing against a catch supporter, and I have Morgana who can black shield me and catch as well and poke a little bit with Pooh. So in this situation, I did a mistake. I stepped like for killing the cannon minion too far, but I was expecting a black shield, so
would you be ready to black shield if you were this Morgana?
I think.
Oh, then I guess Then I guess your support is just not it's just doomed, right? So, but
Yeah.
let's talk about like I guess ability choices here. What made you take Q level 2?
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Oh, okay, that's fit. Okay, okay. Then we're good. All right. If you usually take Q, that might be a problem.
No, I usually take W.
Yeah, right. That's good. So yeah, if you had W, maybe you had some options, but honestly, took a million damage for the cannon. Sometimes it happens, right? But do you think it's a major problem? Do you think it's like a recurring problem when you want a minion, you get pressured?
I would say no, but lately I struggle with against poke lanes like Karma and Lux.
And they just throw
They
stuff at you when you want a minion,
and
it's
yeah,
like,
and then I just stay at my turret, and I have like 50 farm at 10 minutes, something like this.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy, and my super and yeah, and I can't do anything about this.
It's very much a game of you versus the support, right? Do you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
can you dodge what they're doing, or do you know what they're gonna do so you can dodge it? That kind of stuff is usually what happens in poke lanes, and also how good is your wave manipulation, right? So against poke lanes, the more lower elo you get, the more easier it is for you to beat poke lanes because they don't know how to they won't know what to do with the lane, usually speaking.
Yeah, I
Right?
realized
So,
it when I was playing against Gold 1 players, and yeah, they punished me like crazy.
going though, I mean, so far, we lost potions, was not bad. Not the end of the world. Okay. Oh, okay, let's watch this. The hell? Someone inted. Wait, he inted. Kill his ass.
Yeah, he entered.
Nice. You don't have to flash. Nice. Well played. Good. So far, everything has been, relatively calm, right? Everything is good. Oh my, you're so good.
I killed him
But it wasn't quite clean, right?
with the
Okay,
bomb.
let's talk about this. So the idea was beautiful, right? What's the idea here?
I saw Leona going on my supporter, so I decided to go on Lucian, so he can trade back to.
Yeah, exactly. And you didn't use anything on Leona, right?
Yeah,
Which is really good. So you just had everything for as Lucian. Now, why was this so? Why did this almost go wrong? In fact, you almost died. If Lucian didn't die to that bomb, you would have died, right?
yeah.
So what happened?
I tried to jump on him to. I don't know what happened actually. He dashed away.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it in slow mo. All right, ready? It'll be very obvious when you see it.
Okay. Oh. I auto attacked the minion one time.
Okay, that's definitely part of it. Anything else?
I jumped in tower range.
That's the other thing, right? So we hit a minion and we also jumped in tower range. So what do you think? Is this a common problem?
Mm.
It might not seem it, right? You're like, oh, usually you don't go into tower range, but this is actually a different kind of habitual idea, which is, how come it got messy? What do you think? The idea was solid, so how did things go messy? How would you fix this if you had to replay this fight?
I jump not in tower range, so little bit left on the left
Like
side.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, right? And then how do you kill him?
E Q auto.
Yeah. E and 2 auto attacks maybe, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? What happened? Why didn't we do this in game?
I wanted to slow.
Well,
Yeah,
like I guess what's the difference between what you just told me now and what actually happened in game?
because I knew he had his dash, and if I would jump a little bit too short, he would dash away, and I wouldn't kill him.
Ah, okay.
I think that's what I thought in this situation.
So what's missing from that thought process? Because obviously we know that it was a good idea, but because we took a tower shot, it actually ended up not being a good idea, right?
Yeah. So maybe don't go in like this, and I don't know.
Well, if you go in like this and then you said E and 2 auto attacks, is that you kill him?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you definitely kill him, right?
Yeah.
So how do you come up with this in game? Is kind of the question. What's the problem? What's the general problem? So the problem is not necessarily we took a tower shot, right? What's the problem here? I want you to kind of like generalize it. So we took a tower shot, right? That's the problem in this situation. Let's say you transfer this to a different 2v2. Let's say you're gonna flash and try and finish him off, and you take a tower shot or whatever. That's similar, but not the same, right? What do you think? What's preventing you from being able to do this in game? What we just talked about, come up with a way to not take this tower shot.
I don't know. Sorry.
Let's say.
I think I'm missing a point.
Yeah, how come you can't, do what we just talked about in game?
Because I'm autopiloting on this.
That's kind of part of it, but the phrase doesn't really sit too well with me because that could mean a bunch of different things. Honestly.
Yeah. Yes. I should just prevent to go in turret range. I don't know how to fix this.
How do we forget about turret, do you think?
Because he was low and I thought, yeah, just kill him.
Just kill his ass. He was low and you're like, I'm just gonna kill him, right? So you did what you naturally do, which is press EWQ and jump on top of him.
Yeah.
Right? So but if you think about it, what's wrong with this? Oh, we're jumping into tower range, right? So that's kind of the missing idea here is we missed something before we decided to jump in, right?
Yeah, now I got you. Yeah.
Right. So the problem might be we weren't specific enough in terms of our play. The idea was really good. Generally speaking, we aim the ADC, right? So how do we do it in a way that won't throw our lead away, right?
Yeah.
If you pause here, it's like, oh, okay, you can just, you could try jumping in, but now we know that doesn't make sense because there's a tower right there, right?
I got you. First come up with an idea and then execute it.
Yeah, clean it up. And in this case, it's a kind of special because you're playing Tristana, but one thing to help you with is specific rocket jump placement, right? Because you know, you don't always have to go max range. Maybe go here, maybe go here, and you always also don't have to jump on top of them. Although that's ideal, right? Ideal, it's just oftentimes it won't go your way. So, and then if you wanna keep it even cleaner, right? What else can you do? Oh, you can do like, I'm gonna jump E and then auto attack and flash immediately.
Yeah.
Right, something like that. But it just wasn't.
Yeah, I was too slow with my thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have the right idea, and then it's just like, oh, you might have to, if something like this happens and it goes south, right? You might have to clean it up a bit, because I think Triumph saved you there.
Actually, you're saying a good point there, because I often just react to something,
like go in,
and I don't have like an ideas to solo carry or something.
Right,
yeah, I always react.
Take a look at it. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. So here's the thing. Are you guys winning this spot lane right now?
Yeah.
If this idea looks really good, but if you don't think it through, is there a chance that something could go wrong? Like say, for example, the jungle was sitting here, and then we jumped in immediately without checking. Or we jump in here, and then Leona immediately flash Qs us on their tower. I've seen that before.
Yeah. Oh.
This is like a chance something could go wrong, even though currently we're winning, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of like how important it is to keep your. Usually, it's not that, you know, you're even. In League, it's very actually quite often that one side is winning, right? And what happens in solo queue is that one side is throwing their lead somehow, right? Or the winning side just keeps fighting. Then you just win because the losing team couldn't figure out how to get victory. So is that, you know, we're in danger of throwing our lead, right? Because if we just AFK and do nothing and hit Leona, and we don't die to Lucian, that would be really good too, right? Because Lucian can't really do anything. He has like 10 health. So that might be something to consider. Is you might be trying to do something, but it might even backfire when you're winning and have, you know, the opposite effect you intend. Like for example, it's Monka S, right? Because now we can't kill this guy, and Leona's coming, and their melee laner is missing, right? So
I bumped to the dragon. Jesus.
Right. So we went from we're gonna kill this Master Yi to we lost the wave bot because now we can't get back to bot, right? So how did this happen? What do you think?
Yeah, I thought the binding would hit, and then he got an alpha, but.
Is this a surprising result to you?
No, actually no.
Yeah, not really, right? It's like, oh well, I guess, you know, it should have been obvious he was just gonna press Q, right? So what is the plan here then? What do you think? How do you do this?
Yeah,
better?
The plan is just walk up and like see what happens and hit him.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then after he alpha strikes, I jump on top of him and kill him.
Yeah, because now he can't do anything, right? Similar to how, you know, Leona E'd your Morgana, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna auto attack until I find my play, and then you went on Lucian, right? So maybe, you know, we have a theme of being more patient or whatever, but really it's the habit is, you know, when you see this play that you can make, it seems like you need to keep it, you need to make it cleaner, you need to polish it a little bit, because the idea is completely correct, right? Oh, we should definitely hit this Master Yi, but then if the execution goes awry, or if we don't kind of plan it through enough, then, you know, winning could turn to losing somehow because you jumped the gun in a sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of something we're seeing here. So what's the trigger? What keeps happening for this mistake to happen? What do you think?
I'm most likely trigger happy and go in like crazy.
Yeah, going in a little too fast, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the fix? What's the habit? How do we fix this? Like, so you say we're trigger happy?
So maybe calm down a bit and see what happens, and then if it's obvious and you already decided, yeah, now it's easy to go, and then just go in.
Yeah. That's exactly the one I had to do, right? Is I do the exact same you do. I'm like, I just want to go in, and then either it works or it doesn't, and I'm like, oh shit, right? And then when I started watching my replays, I'm like, oh, then when I get this urge, it's not that this urge is bad, because you should be looking for a play here, right? This is very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you need to slow it down for like a second or two, and then it'll be perfect, right? In
Mm-hmm.
terms
Mm-hmm.
of your opportunity will arise. So let's also talk about this one too, because this is funny. Or this is not, maybe not funny, but this is definitely relevant. What's going on here? What do you think?
Uh, yeah, Lux comes out of the bush, and we are lucky that she missed her Q actually.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I realized, oh fuck, it's a Doom fight, and then I peaced out.
Nice. So we got away. So that's good. So a little concerning that we try to fight it for half a second, but I think we have bigger fish to fry. So unless it happens again, we might not have to really go over it. But you know why I was like doomed,
Yeah.
right? Why was it doomed?
Because it was 3v2.
Yeah, exactly. So they had man advantage, right?
Yeah.
However you want to describe it, there are more people. So you guys aren't winning that unless you have something spicy. Oh, the heck? Okay. Sure. Having no jump is awkward, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Fast forward. Do you have any questions, by the way, so far, of like things we're talking about, or things we haven't talked about yet, or?
So far not, but I will come to the questions later.
Good.
I prepared some.
Oh no.
Yeah, I killed them both.
Nice. Ah.
Look this play.
Let's watch it.
It was actually nice.
Heal immediately.
I'm
right?
surprised. Yeah,
Nice.
heal immediately.
And flat. Oh my, nice.
I was surprised.
Wait, the bomb fucks them. Very nice.
Yeah, I
very
was
nice.
surprised by this play.
Very nice. It was good. You had the play, and you had plenty of time to think it through, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, he walks up, and then here you're considering it, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you need to flash a specific thing.
And I pinged it already because I won it. And
yeah, very nice. Do you think you can make this part better back here?
Yeah, definitely.
Also.
Oh, Jesus. I actually could just kill Leona.
How do we know?
I had ulti up, just ult her, and then she would die.
How do I know?
Oh, and now I had to press the bump immediately.
But how come you didn't know in game?
Huh?
How come you didn't know in game that you could kill her? Like, it's obvious after the replay. And I know before you start hitting her, you can kill her. So how do you what's the key what's the key to knowing if you can kill her or not? Usually we don't want to focus the support, right? It's a very specific interaction that tells you can just kill her.
So Lucian was far away. Leona is like inting.
Well, how do you know? How do you know you have enough damage?
How do I know that I have enough damage?
Right. Usually speaking, if she goes in on you, you don't have enough damage, right? If I tell you it's a rune, like
aftershock.
Okay, so what's going on here?
She has no aftershock.
Why is that?
Because she wait. She used it. Because she don't stunt me.
Yeah.
She doesn't stunt me.
Yeah, right. So this is more like a specific interaction kind of idea, but you can kind of prepare this beforehand. And you're like, oh, just know if she can't proc aftershock, I'm gonna throw everything into her face because I know she dies, right? It might be like an experience thing.
Yeah, this is like, I sometimes or more often I don't see like, can I kill him or not, because I always play passive until my supporter does something.
Right. It's
and the problem is I not testing my limits, I guess, and that's why I don't know. Okay, now I can just kill him or not.
Well, I think it's more like a you were kind of surprised that she went in, and then you just played accordingly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's kind of like if you're prepared with this knowledge, like you say, if she goes in and she doesn't have aftershock, we can maybe blow her up, right? Then it might change the way you play, right? You would no hesitation in using your full combo EQW and then ulti, right? So that just might be something for you to look at if you think that it becomes like important. Like, you know, you need to have preparation for they do this. Like, say for example, Leona goes in, right? And you say, oh, I have spell shield, so I'm not going to react. That's fine, right? But if Leona goes in and you think Morgana can't spell shield, you should be like, oh, I'm ready to jump, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of having your plan beforehand is going to be very important. Oh, okay. I have it here.
No. Yeah,
Isn't Leona here?
It's set.
Oh, this doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, you even used Q on a minion. Oh, it's a disaster. You guys just die 100%. Oh. Okay, yeah. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I thought like I have item advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to go in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I pinged like let's go in, and then she black shielded me, and then I thought like okay, now it's safe, and then I went in, and and he flashed away.
So what happened? What's the problem? There are a few things here, right? So tell me why your plan didn't work. We can just start from there. You said he flashed away. Why is that important?
Yeah, I couldn't ult him.
Is ulti the important part? You did ulti him at the end, right? Right, like this. Boom, got the ulti.
Yeah.
So tell me about this plan of yours.
My plan was, I jump on top of him, get the bomb and Q to max the bomb to make it explode and to have the jump reset and kill him.
So, what part of that plan went wrong?
I didn't got the bomb, the full stacked.
Right, the bomb didn't go off.
Yeah.
And what else?
And then he dashed away, and I don't jump on top of him. So
so you know, two parts of your plan didn't work, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean for the fight?
It means I doomed it.
Yeah, auto loss, right?
Yeah.
If what you planned didn't work, then you can consider it goodbye, right? So, what do you think? Well, how can you kind of work on this? If this is a problem, then what's something to work on here? Like, why didn't this work? You know, I thought, if you can do all this, you definitely kill him, right? Like, if you slow him, get the bomb off, definitely killing him. So
yeah, I was not aware of his abilities, I think. And
his abilities and more of what else?
And Leona in a yeah.
Well, you're like, I have black shield for Leona. Maybe I can kill this guy before Leona becomes a problem. But true, ignoring her could be awkward. What's the most important part about this plan?
Oh, it's hard.
Okay, think in terms of Master Yi.
Oh.
You're trying to kill him at dragon. What's the most important part about that plan?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
What is it?
Master Yi just killed the dragon, so he must be the bot side.
Oh no, I mean like the example before, with he was doing the dragon and you're trying to kill him, right?
Ah.
What did you need to happen there?
Ah. Just auto him.
Well, okay, and then after he queued, you were gonna do what?
Uh, After he queued, I just walk up and auto him, and then when he uses his dash, I jump on him.
Right, and you blow up the bomb, right? So he dies.
Yeah.
So what's the problem with this here?
Yeah, I jumped immediately and with.
What's the most important part about this play for Tristana here? What do you think? Like, how do you do damage? Where does your damage come from?
With my autos and the bomb.
The bomb, right? So, what kind of bomb? Like one stack bomb, two stack bomb. We need like full stack bomb, right?
Full stack bomb, yeah.
So what happens if you don't get full stacks?
I don't have the jump reset and I don't have the damage to kill this guy.
Right. So it doesn't work, right? So if you back it up here, you say you need the bomb to go off, no matter what.
I could just bump in without jumping, I think.
Okay, true. Maybe you could put some stacks on him, right? But think about the way you did it, right? If you do this, is it possible? You know, how do you get the bomb off? Like, how does he beat your bomb here?
Yeah, he just dashes away and runs away.
Right, and he just flashes, right? And then you're screwed. So, what does that tell you about this kind of so what's the problem in this whole fight?
I didn't consider his dash and again went in like like crazy and forgot about the dash actually.
Right, we need a so when you it seems like when you make these plays, you need to kind of dig a little deeper, like calculate a little deeper in terms of this is important to the play. This is the most important part, which is the get the bomb stacks off.
Yeah.
Can he stop you from getting the bomb stacks off? If not, oh, maybe we can just go, right? And if he can, then maybe you shouldn't go. So I think maybe it's just a matter of, you know, not that maybe we could have been more patient with this, sure, but maybe it's also like the way you're calculating these plays, right? Is how are we doing it? You know, being more patient is definitely going to help. But are you considering the most important parts about the play and how you can make sure it goes well, right?
And
yeah, so you're like not enough damage. How, right? You didn't recognize in the game. Oh shit, the bomb didn't go off. Right?
Yeah.
That's the most important part about your plan. So that's kind of what you might want to be looking at is how can we what's the most important part about your attack, and you know, did you think it through, right? Because if you play Tristana enough, like how much Tristana have you played?
37 games.
Right. So if you jump on them and they flash away, right? And you have no flash, you're gonna be stuck, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's happened to you before. But that happens to me all the time until I figured out, you know, how do we make sure we don't get stuck, right? We have to go on someone who doesn't have flash, or we have to get a kill and assist, or you know the drill, right?
What I realized is when I decide to make a play, I usually make mistakes.
Right. Exactly.
Oh. When I follow up to teammates, then I play good.
Yeah, then it's then it looks a little better, right? Oh, very nice. And ulti the Yi. Oh, and did Leona get away? She should have jumped off the wall. That's okay. She disappeared because we were focused on the Yi, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. You gotta get rid of this Yi. So, for sure, that was actually quite clean. Check this out. What do you think?
Yeah.
How come this worked?
So first, let me check it again. Okay. So we have Amumu and Leona, and it was like 2v2 the first time, first place, and then I jumped in, and then Yi came out of nowhere, and I realized, oh shit, Yi is going to run me down, so I jumped in and flashed.
So what part about this play is the most important part?
I got the bump on the squishiest person.
Right, we can kill this guy with our bomb combo, right?
Yeah.
And then we get away from Master Yi. So as long as you can piece together the most important parts about the play and make sure it works with whatever means necessary, right? Like, oh, you heal, you flash, or whatever resources you have to commit, everything's good, right? No problems. So as this is just as long as I think this is the important idea to recognize is the key parts make sense. We can kill him, he can't do anything about it, right?
Yeah.
This guy is trying to kill us, we need to get away from him, right? So as long as you can identify these key parts, right, I think these plays you actually have insane plays, right? Like the other time you jumped in and you flashed immediately against Leona and Lucian, and you double killed him with the bomb. That shows that we can definitely do this. We can definitely do this. We can definitely make plays like this, no problem. Now it's just a matter of how do we do it every time?
Mm-hmm.
How do we keep things clean? It's not like you've never seen someone flash away from your bomb before, right?
Yeah.
Or Master Yi like Alpha Strike, so we jump and then he's like somewhere else, and bomb goes on Dragon on accident. Oh no! Okay, kill the Lucian here, right?
Yeah,
oh,
I
no.
misplayed it. Fuck. Yeah, sorry. This is awkward.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it in lane, so I'm not that concerned. But yeah, how do we know that
Yeah, I could just kill Lucian like.
Yeah, how do we know? How do I know?
Leona used all the spells. Stun on Amumu and just stunned me with the ulti, but then Amumu stunned, and then I just have to jump on Lucian and kill him.
Right. What makes your life easier here? If you do this dragon, and they're coming, what does that tell you?
Don't use the bomb on the dragon.
Yeah, don't use the bomb of the dragon. That makes your life a million times easier, okay? Use abilities on the objective when there's no chance you're gonna fight, right? So if there's a chance you're gonna fight, and then a fight breaks down, you don't have your bomb, you're a big problem, right?
I just realized sometimes I think about this points because you always say this, and then I think about it and then don't use it. But sometimes I use it like without.
You're like, oh, I gotta rush it down or something, right?
Damn,
it doesn't kind of make sense. It's always a battle of instincts. So most players' instincts are what get them in trouble in the game, right? But some of them are also really good. So how do we combine the two to make sure that you have good instincts, but also you don't like kill the ones that you think are good? Which is why we always use the habit of not really remove your instincts, but add what you think is good on top of it. Right?
Yeah.
So like you trying to jump in is very good. We don't want you to stop doing that, right? We want you to make sure it's clean though. So we need to add an extra layer of, how do we make this work, right? Or did we identify the important parts of our play and make sure that it's clean, right? I don't think you can kill this guy. So, oh my god, you do so much damage. Maybe you can kill this guy.
Yeah, but then I got pinked off, and then
that's fine. I mean, it's not that important, right? Oh, Master Yi's on you. It's on you.
Yeah.
Hey, he Qs to Morgana because he thinks he can, teleport to you or something. I don't know. Oh my god. He actually gets away. That's funny. Sure. Oh my. AP and Mumu OP, huh? Oh, she tried to juke you guys. It's okay. Just do a dragon. Very good. Very nice. So far, so good. Out of lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is nice and clean. You really want this kill, so sure. Okay. Oh, we can maybe hit the tower here, right? Oh my, we can definitely hit the tower now. Good. Oh, hold up. What happened?
Yeah, now I'm inting.
Oh, he ultied. Okay, that's fine.
And we die. We all die here.
Dived?
Yeah, we all die here.
Definitely not the move. Okay. Oh no! No. Okay, we can talk about this.
Yeah.
But this might be just an experience thing.
In this part, I wouldn't go in, but my team decided to go in, and then I thought, oh fuck, okay. But if nobody would go in, I wouldn't go in either.
Fair enough, right? Let's just talk about this really briefly then, because it might not be too relevant. But in a battle of ADCs, what do you think is important? Let's say you both can kill each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's an important concept to have here? Like, why did he win?
Okay. Did I ulti too early? Maybe.
Is it right? We ulti too early, right? Why is it too early?
It was one stack off.
No, the bomb went off. Bomb was full stacks.
Okay.
What's more effective? Using all your abilities and then he gets to 20%, or you auto attack him down to 80% and then you use all your abilities to kill him.
Oh yeah, I have a life disadvantage.
Well, what's the difference with what I just described?
Oh Jesus, he's full with shield.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still kill him, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm stronger than him, but okay. First of, I could do one auto attack. Did I? Without jumping?
Well, okay, so let's just go through this. Let's just go through this because I don't think it will be that important, but I think it's a good habit slash reminder of how surprise matters a lot in fights, right? So let's say Lucian hits you like just regular auto attacks, right? Then he surprise combo you with all his abilities and you insta die, right? What's the difference between him doing that last and him doing that first?
Ah,
What do you think?
yeah. He got the surprise factor and I can't react properly. Maybe.
Right. By the time you realize he can kill you, it's too late, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in reverse. We definitely jump in and we definitely use our bomb, right? But if you ulti him and he didn't die, what does that mean?
Yeah, I have to run.
Yeah, you're done. That's it, right? No, nothing more you can do. But if you don't, if you jump in or keep trying to fight, then it's doomed, right? Whereas if you just auto attack here, you would have won, right? Without ulting, and then you ulti last, right? That way, he dies at the last second. And he's like, oh shit. That's kind of like an idea you can use. Is you wanna kill them with the last, like, you want to end with abilities rather than start with abilities, right?
Okay.
Here's a tank, for example. Let's say Sejuani's 50%. You bomb her, she gets down to 20. She's like, oh shit, I have to run, and then she gets out by queuing out, right? Versus you auto attack Sejuani down to 30%. And then she's like, she thinks she's kind of okay, right? And then you bomb her in full combo, and then she dies, and before she can get out, right? There's a difference in terms of how they perceive how fast they're dying. So that's just something you can easy take away is use your abilities to kill them last, right? Do all the damage at the last second. It's usually very effective. Yeah, it's a good trick. So, oh my god, they got Baron off that. Oh my god.
Yeah,
yeah, let's just not dive. If your team is diving and you think it's really bad, just let them die.
Okay.
So, because if you had let them, let's say for example, worst case happens and they die, but you stay alive, you can stop the Baron still, right? No, bad. Master E is going crazy. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, he's easy kill, right? You don't wanna jump.
Really? I could kill him, right?
He almost died, right? What do you want to do if Master Yi comes out of your queue, of his queue?
Flash.
Right. Why is that? What's the difference?
Yeah, because if I flash, I can still auto attack him, and it's shorter
Not only
than.
that, but what is he doing while you're jumping?
Auto attacking me.
Yeah, he's fucking hitting you because Tristana jump is. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's just hitting you midair because Tristana jump is.
And then I flashed as well.
Now you just flashed a panic or something. Yeah. But yeah, that's just Tristana things, right? So I wouldn't worry about that too much. That's just Tristana specific, but it's okay. Okay, let's fast forward. We're gonna see some fights here. So you were right. It was like winning, and then somehow big mistake to throw the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you guys, how hard were you winning earlier? You guys were winning really hard, right? You had won every single fight up until then. Then you guys lost Baron somehow. So that was good that you didn't jump in. It was unclear whether or not you could. That's good. That's good patience. I think. Definitely consider it. Oh, okay. Sure. Take everything. Control Baron. I don't know about the Bloodthirster, but you could probably. This is probably fine.
Yeah, I thought about Executioner, but
Oh yeah, you don't need execution.
yeah, I don't need Executioner, so I decided to, yeah.
It's honestly pretty good. Bloodthirster is a pretty good option. Okay, you run the. We're back to business as usual, right?
Yeah.
without the diving and everyone throwing. Okay. They just kill Lucian. They're trolling. Fast forward. I don't know why they're doing that, but okay. That's not helping them win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems good. Seems good. Run it down. Okay. I don't know where your team is going, but we have Auto Dragon. We can just force a fight somewhere.
Yeah, they were just hesitating for no reason, and I was like, maybe fight, and then they don't fight, so I didn't fight as well.
So what's the easy solution here?
Yeah.
When you take their inhib,
We have an inhib mid. We should go top or on the side lanes. As
perfect. So just ping. You need to tell
Yeah.
your team, everyone come top, and they'll usually listen. So you can prevent something strange like this from happening. Because like, you know, it's like, sure, you can actually, you know, at the higher elos, this actually makes sense. We need to clear mid ASAP. But then, what does your team do after? It's like, oh, they don't know what to do, right? So
Yeah.
easier solution at this elo is just everyone just goes to top, or unless you want your split pusher to split. But you guys are stalling out the game here, so.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
It's 4v5. You guys went for the inhib. No. Man, actually their illusion's dead, so it's 4v4. Maybe you guys think this is okay.
Yeah.
Turned around and then he just
Oh.
flips you and then you get G8 and it's all over, right?
Yeah.
Can't even flash. You have no jump, so you just auto die. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think happened here?
Okay, so I thought I just clear the kill the inhib, and then I peace out. That was my initial thought, but then someone engaged, and I was like, okay, maybe, and then let's fight, and then yeah.
So what went wrong? What's wrong?
I had an idea, and I don't execute my idea.
Hmm. And if you wanted to turn, what do you need to think about?
And I need to think about who can kill me.
Yeah, that's about it, right? Is now you know Singe pool is spells doom for you, right?
Yeah.
So me too. I've been caught by the new Singe W like too many times. It's embarrassing, right? But now you know. Okay, it's just you need to watch out for these this Singe thing. So the other ones are of course Leona, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Master Yi, he's gonna run at you, so hopefully you know how to deal with that. But like you said, it is, you know, your gameplay is quite solid. It's just the things where you lose, the things where you make mistakes, it's huge, right? Like
Yes.
game changing loss, right? Like you lost your GA, you lost your lead, you lost the inhib, you lost control over Baron off one small thing. It seems like a small thing, but fact, you know, you guys could actually just straight up lose the game off that, right? So, and all this is happening now. It's like now it feels really hard, right? And then it's like, oh, this is looking really bad. So how do you win? It's because you know too many big throws have happened already
Yep.
for this to be easy. And then it's the whole Singe thing again. Feels bad, man. Yeah, don't walk up to Singe, all right? So that's a lesson learned, right? You can't walk up to his pool.
He was so fast, I couldn't react.
Yeah. Don't walk up to him. Don't walk up to him. You need Morgana to CC him first or something.
Yeah, but we
in order
don't.
For him to not have pool.
We didn't lost this game, so
Yeah, somehow we're still
strange things happens.
Yeah, we kind of so the last few mistakes have been kind of team fight oriented. Right, this guy's gonna try and kill you. You know what you're gonna do in response to that, right? So I'm not sure if this is like this happens often or if it's a Singe thing, right? What do you think? You usually get caught by stuff in team fights?
No, usually I'm a good team fighter.
Okay, maybe it's just a cinch thing, so make a note of it for cinch.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Look.
that was a mistake. Oh my god, you killed the Lux! 200 IQ. Yeah, let's talk about this though.
I was planning
There's no way this makes sense, right?
but I was planning it like this. So
What do you think?
yeah, it is 3v4.
Well, when you get later stages in the game, it's a little bit more acceptable to 4v5, right? Since
Yeah.
you can be worth more than a person. What's the problem here?
It was again a risky play.
Is it risky or what? When we talk about risky, what's kind of like definition of risk?
Look, I thought that Leona used all the abilities
Mm-hmm.
on who is it? I don't know. Jax maybe.
Right?
And then I thought, okay, she has nothing to stop me.
Right?
So I thought, okay, let's jump in
Uh-huh.
and kill. At first, I wanted to kill Lux, but she flashed away.
Oh, she walked
Went
into
in
the
a bush,
right?
yeah. And then I decided to bomb Lucian and ult him in this direction.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the problem with this play? What's the main problem?
I actually could just auto attack Leona for free. Maybe.
Yeah,
Huh.
what's the problem? Yeah, with no. So usually when we see you making these plays, there's something's going wrong here, right?
I think I was tilted in this stage of the game. And I decided I have to do something. Unless, oh Jesus, they're cinched behind me as well. Yeah, I think I saw cinched behind me, and there's no way out for me. So I decided to somehow kill someone.
So what I mean, do you want to change anything here? Like, what would you do? What do you want to do differently, if anything?
Mm. Are we talking about positioning, maybe?
Could be anything. Like, what do you think is important for your gameplay to improve?
I think I need help. I don't know what I could do better in this. Maybe just don't fight.
Well, I think fighting is reasonable here, right?
Huh. Oh, I could kill. Uh... Man, it's hard. What would happen if I jumped on Yi instead of?
Then you definitely die, right? Because Leona's right there.
Yeah.
Slash Lucian's aiming you.
Hmm.
So what have we been talking about today so far?
And be patient about abilities, and then use your abilities to kill someone.
When we're making our play, what's an important habit that we wanted to add?
I have to think about everything who can kill me.
True, true. But remember how we broke down what makes a play work, right?
Oh yeah.
How do we what do we come up with?
A play works when everything works like I wanted to.
Right. So what are the important parts that you want to work here? Let's start with the most simple. Here. What did you want here? You told me earlier.
Autoing Leona first because she was
That's not what you told me at first, though, right?
Oh.
What did you tell me? You did here? I remember specifically because this is exactly what I'm looking to do as well.
Yeah, I was trying to kill Lux.
Yeah, I was trying to kill Lux, right? So
Yeah.
if something goes wrong, you always want to fix the first, your core idea. If something went wrong, don't worry about like everything else because this made you go in first.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how do we fix this? How do we play this differently?
Oh, I have flash. No.
Right? There are a few ways you can do this. I can think of two good ones.
First, damn, I was not in range for the jump. I could walk up, but I thought that walking up is dangerous, so I jumped in. But then I could just flash into the bush.
Sure, you can do that. I think this is kind of
and then
not as
ult her.
clean because
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna have to make sure you get into the bush, otherwise Lucian's gonna kill you really quick. Right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on this specific play because I think we have to look at the next replay too. But
Yeah.
from this image alone, if I can get it better here.
Okay, it's Oriana is dead, almost. We are.
This is like talk about like the playmaking potential, right? You want to kill this Lux?
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna do it? She's coming back into the fight, right? She's gonna walk back. She's not leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we assume this. How do we kill her?
I think I could just auto her.
With what?
With flash and auto.
All right, right. Flash auto attack. And what's so strong about your flash auto attack here?
I have a powered auto attack with this item. I don't know what it's called.
Rapid fire is
rapid
ready,
fire.
right?
Yeah.
That would be my first instinct is when she comes out, flash auto attack and then go on Lucian, right?
Oh.
That's something.
See, I don't see those things.
Well, it's more like you have a plan. It's less about you didn't see what I saw, and more about make sure the ones you're working on it works,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like next time you'll know that if you try and jump in, she's in a bush, you can't see her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You just wanted that one auto attack, right? There's also another one here. Where, you can go over this wall.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then you can kill her that way. But I think this fight is a little too deep, right? I think there are a lot of a lot of easier things to fix in the game that we should probably focus on. So I didn't want to go over too much of what we could do, what we should do, whatever.
Yeah.
But
the last fight is insane.
Yeah, the main idea is definitely you're looking to make a play. What's the important part about your play? And then how do we make sure it works, right? The important part about your play was you wanted to kill Lux. That part didn't work. Your play is doomed. You should consider your play doomed, right? Like no matter what happens, you didn't intend for it to happen, right? Oh, he's dying. Nice. You can jump in here, right? It's fine if you don't jump in either. Oh. Okay, Jackson.
Yeah. This was winning.
And you end the game. Nice. Okay. Which we play next? I think we have time for one more.
The loss. Kai'Sa lost. This was a messy game.
If anything happens in the laning phase, I want to see the out of lane stuff because I think that is definitely where our focus should be, right? Because you mentioned how there were big throws out of lane. And, it looked like the case, right? It's nice. Very nice. You killed someone in a gank. Oh no! Why'd you flash? Oh, why'd you flash?
I told you this is messy.
Wait, why'd you flash though?
Yeah. I was dead anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So, think you can get away or something?
Look where I'm aiming
Yeah,
my.
try to go over the wall, right?
Yes.
But even if you go over the wall, you just dead anyway. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
If you're gonna die anyways, don't use your flash. So, that's just a when in doubt, you save your flash. Nice snipe. Wow. Very nice. Nice, very nice. Okay, going. I want to see some fighting because that seems to be where all our where all the things are happening. Is just there's just team fighting 24/7, right?
Mhm.
Okay, we just hit this guy, no problem. For sure. Very nice. Siege if you want. Is this a blitzcrank mid or something? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And we somehow lost.
Okay. Kill this guy. Sure. Fast forward. It's just 5v1. Here we go.
Yeah.
Spot.
And he was fat as fuck.
Okay. Did we use our W somehow? What happened? Oh, you did use your W.
Yeah. I wanted to hit her and get close, but I.
For sure. You can't kill her, so don't walk forward. Good, good, good. You almost took a tower shot there. That's awkward. Okay. Doing some team fighting. Or fast forward. Oh, what the hell?
Yep.
We got debated. Oh, feels bad, man. What do you think?
Rip. Yeah. I had no idea where the jungler is.
Sure. What about 2v2 though?
First, oh yeah. I thought it's winning because we deal tons of damage, but I didn't thought about ultimate and yeah, both ultimates.
Or what's the important part about these fights? There's always a key. There's always a key step for both parties, right? How you guys kill each other. So what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, we do a lot of damage. So you
Yeah.
just win naturally by pressing your abilities and auto attacking them, right?
Yeah.
How do they win?
They win with a good ulti combo.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? So what happens if they ulti combo you?
Yeah, we are insta dead.
Right, that's the part I think you might be missing. Okay, so so here's like a good habit you can be working on it. And these fights happen, like these all in fights happen. Right? You want to identify the most important parts about this. So for you, for Kaisa, what is that?
Okay. For Kaisa, I think she has a low auto attack range, so she has to work with her E ability to dodge something.
Well, we can't really dodge anything here though, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, honestly, with Kaisa, it's also just stop the way they win, and you just automatically win, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So you can say you just figure out. So let's say, if you don't have a specific way to win, right? Well, it is get your passive off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have one way to win. It's Sona ulti into Misfortune ulti. Say, okay, if I can beat that, we just win, no problem. Right? Similar to how Lucian. Remember how Leona was fighting Tristana Morgana, right? What does Lucian need to do? He doesn't need to do anything except stop your bomb from going off. And everything else happens naturally.
Mm-hmm.
It just hits you after you get stunned. So it's kind of the same idea. Is the big idea is this: beat their big idea and you win, right? Or make your big idea work, right? So let's say you're the one playing Sona Misfortune. Like, okay, I need to somehow land this ulti. So you're playing Sona, flash ulti or something, right? So, of course, you didn't know where the jungle is, but I think you guys are losing 2v2, honestly, right?
Yeah.
You guys already had a problem 2v2. So, it's kind of like you can describe the thing you might want to be working on as, fighting without thinking it through, right?
And sometimes I catch myself by thinking, okay, my support is committing, I have to commit as well, because if not, they will flame me.
Oh, but that's not really true, right? Well, it's not true that, of course, they're gonna flame you, right? But it's not true that you should help, right? That's kind of like, let's say your support is running it down, but you know their jungler is here. You're like, oh, are you gonna die with him, right? You should,
Yeah.
usually speaking, you should just let them die if you think what they're doing is really bad, and then watching the VOD review afterwards to see if you were correct or not. But kind of don't. My advice is don't get like peer pressured into trying to help or anything crazy.
Okay.
That's kind of how you stunt your growth as a player, I think. If you do things that you don't think are good and it ends up not being good, just like, oh, what did you learn from this experience? Not sure, right? Let me see if I can show you a relevant example. See if I can find it. But or the hell? Where is it? Wait, one sec.
Oof. I died again. No.
Oh, there's a specific play I was looking for.
Yeah, my supporter left me and I didn't realize. Yeah.
Well, and what do you think about this?
Yeah.
I mean, even if your support is here, is this good?
No.
Or not?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, it's super bad. Oh my god.
Why? Yeah. Why or why not?
Awkward. Yeah, they have again ulti up and I'm in a perfect range for their combo.
Right. So you need to make sure. Are you ready to flash his Sona ulti?
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's a little too hard, I would say, right? Because look what she did. She flashed ulti,
Yeah.
and then you try to immediately flash, but then we still got hit.
Yeah.
It's kind of so what's the problem? Figure it out. After you took this tower, what did you do?
Yeah, I fight it.
Right, so it's a lot of fighting without thinking things through, right? So I think, you know, you have the idea is, you know, to try and fight is not necessarily bad, but you kind of want to make sure it's good for you before you do it, right? I think is a big concept we're seeing here. Like when you go in, I want you to think like you've already figured out how you win in your head. Like you're, oh, I'm gonna flash the Sona ulti, so we automatically win, right? And then you do that thing so you can win. But if you fight without thinking that kind of stuff, it's just the result is kind of random, right? Feels like you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a lot of random stuff happening in my games.
Yeah, exactly. You naturally did a thing which is actually random, right? The result is sometimes good, sometimes bad. So
Yeah.
I want you to kind of, you know.
How can I fix it? Like always think and after this, do something or.
Right. You have a play and make sure you know this works or not, right? So like for example here, when you walked up to hit this guy, super doomed, right? There's no way this works if you think about it. Like what do you accomplish by hitting this guy, right?
Yeah,
so
I just hit the closest guy, so.
Yeah. But if you think about it, you know, that's for 5v5 team fight. We hit the closest guy for sure. But if this is 2v5, what happens when you hit the closest guy?
He flashes on me and kill me.
Yes, exactly. You get run down, right? You can't stop that. So it's very much when you walk up to hit someone, when you get the urge to hit someone, you need to figure out, you know, why are you doing this / does this make sense, right? What's your purpose for doing this? And you know, for the all-in examples, or you're trying to kill someone, you have to make sure you have the big ideas down, right? Let me see if I can show you. I don't know where this this example went. See. Not it. Let me see if I can show you what I'm looking for. Go. 5 seconds. Why is it so hard to find? Oh my god. Go with this. I promise you it's a relevant example. Whatever, let's just watch these team fights. I don't know why I can't find these.
Rip. And then I went back in. Oh, I killed him, lol.
Why are we doing Baron?
I don't know.
Shit. Okay, when you see this, what do you think the right move is for you?
Ping them away, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. And what is your goal here?
Stay in the pit. But no, I knew that to stay in the pit is bad because Misfortune just ults and then we all die.
Right?
And Amumu just ults as well. So
Hey, right? So what's your goal here? Like when I say goal, I mean like, oh, my goal is help secure the Baron or help hit the Baron or what?
yeah, first, they committed to do the Baron, so I helped at first, but I also knew that it's bad. So I was like thinking about how, if they engage, what can I do?
Right. You want to prioritize winning the team fight, right?
Yes.
Oops. So let's take a look here. Good, we back off. Everyone runs. Karma took 1 million damage. Oh, goodbye. Fine. Oh, and kill his Misfortune really quick and run. Sure. Might just be doomed here, right?
Yeah.
So that's fine. That's just your team. You salvaged something from a awful. Oh no, are they doing it?
Yeah.
It's
of
really
course.
slow. Wait, how come no one's checking? Oh. Oh no.
I
Yeah,
went
guess,
from 4-1 to like 8-6 or something.
Team Omega team kind of started a really bad call, so you need to spam ping everyone off, I guess. Yeah, that's just that one wasn't necessarily your fault, right? Let's keep going. Forward. You have any questions so far, by the way?
I have some questions, but I don't know if it fits into this video.
Okay. We'll go over them at the end then, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, I can't do
Take a
anything.
look at this. Oh baby, okay.
They have a huge front line, like I was scary like crazy. I was scared. I was
Who's
always
just trying to run at you this whole time.
Yeah, I was just walking away
So
the whole
funny.
time, so
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, right? Not all fights are winnable, so to speak. Sure. So what do you think the biggest impact you had on the game was so far?
the biggest impact was my laning phase, but then after this I couldn't do anything.
Right, it was just the dying in lane was the only thing.
Yeah.
What do you think? How did Mumu start becoming super tanky? That was a nice dodge on his root though, or his pull.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he got huge after he assisted on double kill on the bot lane.
Yeah, exactly. So there's always something that's going on, right? Even if it's like not clear, well, you know what you could have done out of lane because there's not actually too
Darius
much you
is
could have
10-5.
done.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's very much in the things that happen beforehand always matter, right? For example, what if you had extra items because you came through laning phase clean, right? Or maybe the Amumu was less tanky, right? Stuff like that is always gonna be relevant. Oh my god, he almost killed you. Wait, you can actually still win, so it's actually not even that bad. We have actually good winning chances here.
Yes, but then we throw it again at the end.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, like you staying alive and relevant after the laning phase. This is how you can carry as ADC, right? And you can win all these team fights. Okay, let's watch this.
Oh, this was
You ulted
unfortunate.
in so fast. Okay, and then you might die here. Oh no! Oh, you actually died a Mumu or something here. Oh no!
Yes.
You turned around. Why'd you turn around?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Okay, I think that the initial part was okay.
Huh?
I could flash the hook, though. And this part is doomed.
So what in terms of, is this relevant to what we've been talking today, or do you think it's something different?
This relevant.
How so?
I think I had the right plan, but the wrong execution.
So check it out. We have the right plan. What's the plan? We kill Sona and then aim
Plan
Misfortune,
was
right?
to kill Sona and deal as much damage to Misfortune as I can.
Great, right? And then, okay, something went wrong. So next time, definitely don't get hit by hook. But we got out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and this
we're back to step one, right? Come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Now check it out. This is why, you know, pretty much half of your plays kind of end up this way, is because what did you do here?
Oh, Jesus.
This time, did you have a plan?
No, it was
exactly,
awkward.
right? So if you think about it, you know, you can come up with something. You like E in, flash over, Q auto attack Misfortune or something. But the problem is kind of when you jump the gun and you do something without having a plan. When you do have a plan, things look really good. It looks like you know what you're looking for. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but you can fix that, right? But when you go in without a plan, this is the thing that I think that is tripping you up a lot. Is sometimes you fight, and then you didn't have the big ideas, right? What was the important part about this one? Oh, you can't get hit by Blitzcrank, right? Or Misfortune, I guess. So, it's kind of what's missing in the grand scheme of things. Part of what's missing is this.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much a act. When you act, I want you to have already thought everything out. Yeah, it's like a good way to put it, right? Because this was big play. You could have got Baron off this, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, exactly.
You could have done it all by yourself, essentially, right? Could have killed the Sona and then the Misfortune and the Blitz and then turn on the Amumu, right? It's all by yourself. This is why ADC is like, you know, really strong, can be really good mechanically, but the problems arise when you kind of try to do it, but you aren't really prepared for it, right? You haven't really figured things out yet. So it's kind of like when you say big problems happen after a laning phase, it's essentially this. You're trying to do something, but you haven't thought it out yet. You haven't thought it through yet. The ones where you do think it through, it looks really good, right? Oh, easy follow-up, right? This is maybe kill the Misfortune. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, very nice. You had the E, though. Sure. Oh,
no! Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck. It was, again, a big play, but possible, but then something went wrong.
Right. You didn't think it through yet, right?
Yeah. I thought I just go in and kill them.
Right. But in reality, you could just hit the closest guy, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
same result. So I want you to think your big play. Okay, so your big play can be winning harder, but if it doesn't work, I want you to consider it a throw, which is exactly what it is, right? Because you went from winning to losing somehow. So every time this happens, you need to kind of make sure, you know, we clean things up, right? So yeah. It's just it's happening a lot where you're trying to make something happen and then you end up like, oh, something, and then it just turns out bad because, you know, if you don't think things through, what happens? They just automatically win, right?
Yeah.
So take it slower. Like when you come up with your plans, when your plays, when you take the time to do it, things look really good. But if you just go because you feel pressured, like you need to do something, that's when there are a lot of problems. So my advice is definitely when you get the urge, like the new habit you should make is when you get the urge to make these plays, like think about it and make it clean before you execute, right?
Yeah, now we all die.
Big problem. Oh no, you know why? Is this the same thing or not the same thing?
It is the same thing.
You walked up, right? It's like, wait,
yeah.
Why'd you walk up, right? You actually don't want to fight here, because your choke gets inting and then you get caught. You know, there's nothing you could do, right? So I want you to think like you want to stay safe until you see your big play that can't be stopped, and then you go in. Right?
Yeah.
Let me see if we can come up with some examples here to help you with this.
Oh, I have one question.
Yeah. What's up?
If the enemy has a lot of CC, do I take cleanse over heal or not?
If they have something like Ashe or like Morgana Ashe or like Leona or Galio support, I'll take it for lane, but not out of lane. I wouldn't take it for out of lane. Right?
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. I don't even know what this is, but this is usually all these team fights should all have the same principle, right? No, we didn't have to do anything crazy here, right? We were just hitting the closest guy. Let me see. Not this, not this, not this. See. I like these Kai'Sa examples because we just saw Kai'Sa. So sure, we can look at this. What do you think the big idea is here?
Yeah, you already showed it in the bottom, but
Oh
you
no,
baited.
that's not the big idea.
Oh, okay.
Like remember when we make these 2v2 plays, right? What do we talk about for the whole Stone of Misfortune versus Karma Kai'Sa thing? Like I want you to think in terms of win conditions.
Yeah. They have ultimates, and if Fiddle can pull off an ultimate on you and fear you, and Ezreal can follow up with his ultimate, and you're pretty much dead.
Exactly. That it has to be that specific though, right? Anything else is not good enough to kill me. Right?
Yeah.
It has to be fear and Ezreal ulti. So watch this. Right? So what happened?
Oh Jesus! you just killed his ass.
Well, what did I do? If based on what we just talked about,
Okay.
how was my response?
Your response was just walk away to make some space, and then follow with a nice W on fiddlesticks, and then you ulted in because you knew that you can kill him 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So the first big idea was you can't get feared or get Ezreal ulted, right? So that's like kind of everything else falls into place after that. Like you saw, I wasn't planning on killing him, right? When we were hitting the tower, but I know that we can get away if I don't get feared into Ezreal ulti, right? So kind of the big idea is I think if you need help with your plans, focus on the like win condition stuff, okay? Like Tristana bomb in your Let's take a look at this. What's going on? This guy, no problem. I mean, this is not really relevant, right? You see. Wait, this is not bad.
Boom. Oof. Holy crap.
This is what I want you to look for. Like which
I
direction
didn't expect
am I
this
in?
damage though.
Yeah, exactly. Which direction am I running until I see this?
Yeah, you run back, so yeah.
Right,
You're not the front line.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be safe until you can come up with this, okay? Because like when you, otherwise in regular fights you hit the closest guy if you're safe, right? But if you're not safe, that's where a lot of your problems come from as well, right? With the whole in team fights, Syndra is running at you with the W, and it was 4v5, but you turned around to try and hit the closest guy, right? You don't actually try and hit the closest guy until you know it's safe. I think that's another thing that will help you a lot. It essentially all boils down to make sure you don't die so you can make these big plays, and then once you get the opportunity, make sure your big play is clean. Does that kind of make sense? If you can combine these two problems you're having, I think your gameplay is gonna look a lot better, right? Oh my god, this is Zoe.
Yeah.
So what was the big idea here?
When
I went for this play.
Okay, you wanted to snipe Zoe first. She dodged it. And then, wait, did she flash away?
She ultied away.
Okay. Yeah, and then you missed her, and then you went back because you had. Oh no! What? Oh, you bought this item, this spell shield item. Nice. So, mm, so you actually don't have to to be scary about the bubble.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus, you flashed. Okay.
Right, we flashed.
To secure the
How do we
kill.
know? How do you know this is fine?
Yeah, because she was dead with one auto.
What about the Ezreal part? How do we know this is fine?
And
Like if this is not
he's
Ezreal,
isolated, so you can pull up the full Q damage.
right? Right. And how does he kill me?
He kills you with WQ. He has pretty much to hit everything.
Yeah, it's
kill
not
you.
possible, right?
It's not
So
possible,
that's
yeah.
how we know. It's different though. What if it was a Vayne, 6 items? Would this
Yeah,
play
she
be
would kill
different?
you.
Yeah, exactly. 100% kills me, right? So you see how it's like, what's the big idea? Ezreal can't kill me. Oh, I can just kill the Zoe, and then we just fight normally, right? So it's not that you know I'm planning everything out. It's just I have the big idea sorted out before I go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a big part of it. It just dies. I think you can do that, right? So like, okay, this is important too. So what's the big idea after we kill her?
Okay, wait. Yeah, peace out because. Yeah,
Right, we just immediately leave.
because you're alone there and there are 3 enemies chasing you, so you have to peace out.
Right, and am I even trying to kill her? What am I trying to do here? I didn't stick around to see if I could kill her, right? I just left immediately. It's just like, oh, I guess we just do as much damage as possible and then we leave, right? So
Yeah.
kind of when we're looking for these plays, right? Your safety is kind of most important. Otherwise, you can't make these plays. If there's any of these, I mean, I guess this is obvious. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, what do you think here?
Okay, you based in stealth, so he didn't saw you.
Mm-hmm. And how do we guarantee that this fight is a win?
Wayne is far away, so she probably would come too late.
That's true. This is pretty doomed for them. But let's say it's like
and
more even. Let's say it's more even. Like she's standing here or something. Like what's the big idea? Remember, I want you to think like win conditions.
okay, he's level 2 and you're 4. You have like 3 abilities. 1 more than he has. Even if he pulls out the combo, he's not tanky enough to survive this.
Right. But
Yes,
let's say it's more even. Let's say if he does combo me, I die.
Oh.
And what's the big idea behind this fight? Like, what's the big play?
Yeah. What is the big play? You just autoed him.
Well, like if he could kill me with combo, what do I need to do?
Yeah, you have to flash.
All right, I have to flash, right? So that's the part I think you're missing is when you're making these plays, what's your win condition and what's their win condition, right? And if you can beat theirs, you automatically win. And if they can beat yours, they automatically win. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay, now you played on your smurfing account, I guess, on gold and platinum elo. How can you be dominant in lane like almost every time?
Every time? It's because when they're doing things that don't make sense to me, we just beat them up, right? Imagine if you were playing against bronze players.
So you basically see everything.
Well, it's more like I have more habits in place to see what's going on. So let's say, for example, with these fights, when you're playing against like Sona and Misfortune, I was like, oh wait, aren't you just gonna die, right? It's because they're gonna ulti you, you don't know, right? Or there's nothing you can do if they ulti you, right? So you don't want to take that fight. That's kind of like that's like the kind of idea we're seeing is that's like instinctive to me because I've seen it I've seen it so many times, right?
And how can I practice this?
Right. So one of the habits
basically
for
just
me
watch the replays and make notes.
Yeah, come up with a habit you want to work on in game. So how do we get into that situation? We got Sona ulted. Oh, you walked up. Why'd you walk up? Okay, now you know that we shouldn't walk up unless you have a reason, right? So for me, if I walked up, I'd be like, oh, I have flash, I'm trying to debate them, or my jungler's here, or my support can save me, or whatever, right? You need some kind of reason. Right?
Yeah.
But if you walk up and then you didn't have a reason, that's like a habit you want to put in there to make sure you don't walk up.
Okay.
Right? Instant you want to hit them, oh, we need to make sure it makes sense, right? Which is why a lot of times, remember it's 4v5. Remember when your Cho'Gath inted bot and you walked up to a Mumu and you're like, wait a minute, and then you try to run, but it was too late. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Is we want to have a habit of not walking up until you figure it out. Same with like these plays that you're making. You make sure that everything's kind of thought out through before you go for it. Like the one up here at the Baron, when I was like, oh, you could flash rapid fire, or you could jump over the wall. Right? Those like what I'm thinking the same thing you are. I want to kill this Lux, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go for it until I know what I'm trying to do, until it's clean. Right?
Yeah.
And then if you do that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, then you won't do something silly like go in but you don't know what the result is, or you go in immediately, but you haven't thought it out through, right? That's usually where a lot of things go wrong.
Yeah.
Is when you go in, but you haven't thought it out through, right? So that's kind of those are two areas I think you should definitely work on it. Not walking up until it's safe.
Okay.
Right? So you get the urge to hit the closest guy, make sure you're safe first. And the second one is you want to make a play, make sure it's 90% working somehow, right? Because at times when you did make the play and it was clean, it was really good, right? But the times where you just went in and it didn't make sense, it was like, oh, it's like really awkward.
Yeah.
Because then you just die. So let me see. I want to show you at least some Kai'Sa examples, but let me see. To help you show when we make these kind of plays, right? Let me see. I mean, all of it should look like this, right? We're not doing anything crazy. We're just hitting the closest guy. Right. So I think there's a lot of alternative stuff that you were doing that it didn't quite work. You like went for it, but it didn't quite work, right? Here's like another example. What do you think? Like when you commit, you have to win, or it's a throw, right?
Yep.
That's where a lot of your out of lane problems are coming from. Is all the team fighting stuff. So
nice. So this was like I wouldn't do this. I never would do this.
How come? Which part?
Back where you eat in to Q someone.
Why do you think I'm eating in?
Like now. No, not now. No. Now.
Yeah, why do you think I'm eating in?
I don't know.
So what's the big idea?
Because I would be scared of like ultimate of Malzahar maybe.
Yeah, you're scared of Malzahar ulti, right? Is there any way for me to beat that?
Oh yeah, you have QSS.
So what am I trying to do here?
And I guess baiting.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait it out, right? I'm trying to E into him, auto attack once, and then bait it out. Because let's say I don't bait it out, I got to hit him for free, right? Let's say I do bait it out. Oh, we won the team fight, right? That's kind of like the big idea is, oh, this is his win condition. I have a way to win. What happens if you beat their win condition that we were talking about before?
Okay. Oh, damn! You're 3 steps further than me.
Well, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing in a different example, right? Like for ADC, your win condition is your maximum damage, so your Tristana bomb, right? For Kai'Sa, it's like Kai'Sa Q, Kai'Sa passive, so you can't really miss, right? So you have that set, and then what's theirs? So if you can do yours and beat theirs, you automatically win, right? You can even do, let's say you're playing Tristana, it's the same thing. I can jump in for a little bit and then put a bomb on him and press Q, auto attack, flash, and then finish off to get a jump reset or something, and then he can't stop me because I have QSS, right? Does that kind of help a little bit in terms of figuring out how these plays make sense, right?
Yeah. these are some good examples actually.
Good. These are all team fighting examples, so I hope these help. Okay, that was actually a bad example. Let's take a look at this.
3v4. Oh no, 4v4.
See, how am I playing this team fight differently?
Yeah.
What do you think? See this part here?
Yeah.
Ulti to kill this guy?
No. Here, Twisted Fate has the gold card.
Right. So how come I didn't ulti? Am I thinking about it though?
Yeah, you are thinking because.
Definitely thinking about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, can I ulti here? How about here? How about here? And it's like, oh, it's not possible, right? So we don't do it, right? Because remember, this is your. If you do this and you throw, you lose the game. I want you to think in terms of like super harsh. If you do this and you throw, you lose the game. If you do it and it works, then you're winning, right? And so, how do we make sure that we keep as many chances as possible? Don't do it until you're sure. And solo queue will give you like 100 opportunities. All right. So all you have to do is not die before you find it, right? And it's like, oh, then we found one. Right? So how much more free was that one?
10 times more.
Yeah, it's impossible to lose, right?
Yeah.
Actually, impossible to lose. That's what you're looking for. I guess we'll look at like 2 more, or 1 more. How's this? Oh, this is a good one. This is the same thing, right? This is gonna be the same thing of I'm not gonna ulti until I know for sure, right? Did you see what happened there?
Yes.
Like here, can I ulti maybe to kill people? Look at this.
Okay, what are you playing against? I don't see what you're playing against.
Exactly, I can't even tell, right? So, if you can't tell, what should you do?
Yeah, I think if you, wait it out.
Yeah, I just don't know, right? So you wait. It's always, The answer is always wait, right? You're never gonna miss an opportunity in League. I promise you, like players like us, we will always jump the gun, right? Pretty much always. So what do we need to do? We need to wait it out, right? If you hadn't waited it out, what would have happened? Oh, that RA would have charmed you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have known that. It's just I have no idea what's going on yet. And then when it's super free, when he dies in 1 auto attack, that's when we go in. That's kind of what we're looking for. Is your opportunity is free, right? So I think it's just a matter of being patient in the team fights. Not walking up until you're safe, and also when you see the play, don't jump the gun. Make sure you clean it up first, / think it out first, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
what do
you
you think? What questions? What other questions did you have?
What can I do when I have the passive support? Just farm?
Yeah. Like the Morgana you had, she wasn't really doing anything. You were playing fine in that Tristana game up until we started dying. So yeah, just farming is totally fine.
Yeah, and I realized that Tristana is not a good pick in this meta right now because I always get pushed and then I cannot farm.
Yeah, it's
and that's why I stopped playing her. Yeah.
Anything else?
Actually, no. I'm good.
Good. So
you told everything I needed to know.
Right. Remind me what habits you're trying to work on, and repetition I think always helps to remember in game. So, what habits do you want to input? What habits do you want to work on, and when do you do it in game?
Okay. First is to be in laning phase, to be patient about my abilities and know what the enemy is going to do. So if I have a plan, I have to be sure that this plan is going to work. If not, then it's doomed.
Exactly. And it's good to think about it, but don't execute. I think that's the important part.
Yes.
Don't execute until you know.
Yeah. And it's actually implies in laning phase, in team fights, in everything. The next thing was Hmm. Trying to remember.
How about creating these plans? What's a good tip?
Creating these plans.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's important about the plans? Like what
yeah.
makes plans work or not work, I guess.
Um, if
How many factors are there?
my summoner spells.
Or
My
well, when I mean by how many factors, I mean like how many important ideas are there? Is there like 10 different things you need to make sure it works or what?
No, you don't need that much. I think.
Right. It's like a few key ideas, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to remember when you're coming up with your ideas. Remember the whole Tristana one, right? The key idea was the bomb has to go off, right? Sometimes it might be your Kaiser W has to go off, or you need to dodge your skill shot, right? Like in this, what would it be in this lane?
Yeah. Dodge the hooks.
Yeah, that's it, right? Dodge the hooks is the key idea for sure. Anything else? Or do you think that's mostly it? I think there's one more. Team fight related.
Teamfight related. Don't die. Do not die.
True. But what habits can you work on to help you not die?
And just wait and wait for the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. And before you hit the closest guy, what do you do?
Okay. Figure out a plan and maybe think about how can they engage on me and how can I beat this.
Right. And
And
what if
then
they have more people?
if they have more people, then I not committing to crazy fights.
Don't walk up, right? I think that's a
Yeah.
big one. They have more people, don't walk up, because I think a lot of times when you did that, it was just you couldn't get out, right? So
Okay, I write
that
it
was a
down.
big one. So
Don't walk.
yeah, I think if you watch your replays, I want you to watch the fights, pretty much all the laning fights and all the team fights. You don't care about anything else.
Okay.
No, it's all the fights, and see if what you're working on has been improving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I
So
want you to focus
am
on.
I doing it always after every game or?
Yeah, every game until you think that it's good enough. Then you like work on something else, right? And good enough is like zero
No,
mistakes.
do I rewatch my gameplay after every game or?
Yeah. Watch how you
Okay.
die.
Okay,
Watch how you
okay.
die. Okay,
Okay.
that's gonna tell you the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, let's say you die to a gank. Don't worry about that too much. Okay, but if you die because you forgot about thresh hook, okay, that's important because you're working on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Good. Then I guess if that is all, then
Yeah, we did a little bit overtime, but
nah, no worries. It's fine. Yeah. Let me know how your games are going, and if you do have questions or clips you want to show me, definitely send them my way. Okay.
yeah, we'll definitely thank you for your time.
No problem. Good luck in your games. I think you can do really well. I think the instincts are there. Like when you jumped in on the illusion, you like immediately flash Leon ulti. It's all
Mm,
planned, right? It's very good.
yeah.
You just need to do that. You need to somehow make that like permanent part of your gameplay for every
Yeah.
fight. Remember,
Yeah.
it's not limited to like sometimes. We're always going for always,
Yeah.
and that's how you know you're really good. Because you've gotten really good at that. Is you can do it every time. So
Yeah.
work on that.
I want to get platinum
Oh yeah,
really
definitely
bad.
doable. You have like big problems, but if you can fix them, easily platinum. Okay. Like so, like why do you think you lost it? You're losing these two games that we saw.
Mm, yeah. It's basically because I die.
Yeah, exactly. So if you never die in those games, you think you can easy carry?
Yeah, of course.
I think so too. I think it's just 80% win rate. It's right there. Is no disaster in lane, and then all these team fights go well, right? So
Yeah.
kind of what I think you should put your main focus. So
Yeah, thank you.
sounds good. Alrighty, cool. Then good luck in your games, alright?
Yeah, and you have to keep it up with Skype because it's better.
Alright, if I do have problems with Discord, I'll have Skype here. My backup.
Yeah.
Hey man, have a good one.
Okay.
Have a
Have
good
a
night.
good one. Good night.